Everyone ready?
Yes.
Once again, Ed Gonzalez, Harris County Sheriff. Today at 4:01 p.m., the Harris County Sheriff's Office lost one of its own. There's simply no words to adequately express our heartbreak, our sadness at this time. Just ask our Harris County community to please keep this hero in your thoughts and prayers. Please keep the family in your thoughts and prayers. They are completely devastated. Our team is here to try to comfort them as best we can, but again, there's simply no words or deeds that could adequately comfort them at this difficult time. Deputy Sandeep Dhaliwal, a 10-year veteran, was a hero, was a respected member of the community, and he was a trailblazer. He was a father, I believe, of 3 children. He was a husband, a brother, and a son. Deputy Dhaliwal is known to everybody as someone with a giving heart. We were talking about some of the stories about him, and one that comes to mind is post-Harvey. When we needed the most help, he brought an 18-wheeler of people that he gathered together that came all the way from California to deliver goods to our community. When another colleague needed help because his relatives in Puerto Rico needed help when they sustained their devastation, he went on a trip with Commissioner Garcia to help support the Puerto Rican community. Deputy Dhaliwal was a trailblazer. He was the first member of the Sikh community to become a Harris County Sheriff's Office deputy. He wore a turban. He represented his community with integrity, respect, and pride. And again, he was respected by all. Then Sheriff Garcia was also a leader in bringing him in at that point. Many stories have been documented about Deputy Dhaliwal. And so again, today we try to reflect on the life he lived, not how he died. Because truly he died a hero. He died serving the Harris County community. To recap, he was working, he was on duty, he was on a traffic stop. 2 individuals inside the vehicle. As he was conducting the traffic stop and returning to his patrol car, the preliminary information that we have at this time is that a male suspect exited the vehicle, armed with a pistol, and in a cold-blooded manner, ambush style, shot Deputy Dhaliwal from behind. He was unable, obviously, to recover from those fatal wounds. All life-saving efforts were made. I want to personally thank Memorial Hermann here at the medical center, all the frontline personnel that assisted, both his colleagues and also I believe it was Cy-Fair Fire Department that assisted, and just everybody for the outpouring of support from different agencies. I know the District Attorney's Office is represented here as well. Just everybody coming together to support us in this time of need. Again, most importantly, we ask you to support the family because they're devastated. Again, he leaves behind 3 children. They're trying to be comforted as well and protected during this difficult time. The Harris County Sheriff's Office, we're a family, and we'll pull together during this difficult time to continue to serve our community because that's what Deputy Dhaliwal did. That's what he died doing, and we're going to continue his legacy, a legacy of service, a legacy of giving back. But we're going to do it with heavy hearts, and we ask again the community to support us. Hoy a las 4 de la tarde perdimos uno de los nuestros, el oficial Sandeep Dhaliwal, un veterano de 10 años, un miembro de la comunidad Sikh, falleció después de haber recibido unas heridas graves en una escena donde él había parado un auto en tránsito. El individuo salió y le disparó 2 veces fríamente por la espalda y no pudo recuperarse de sus heridas. Él es un padre, un hijo, un hermano y un héroe para todos nosotros, y por eso en este momento estamos con el corazón muy difícil. My understanding right now, what I've received from the scene is that there's 2 individuals detained in custody, if you will. A weapon has been recovered that we believe it was the weapon utilized in this fatal shooting. And again, we're going to handle it like professionals. We're going to do everything we're supposed to do. We understand that everybody's afforded due process, but extremely upset and devastated. It's the worst day, the worst nightmare for any police executive, and our hearts are completely broken. But we're going to push through. We're going to make sure that this individual is brought forward to justice, and that we hope that he is prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. Again, we just ask for the community support, and just completely upset and devastated this time. So very difficult right now to convey. Deputy Dhaliwal was a personal friend of mine. I was there to assist and comfort his family when he lost his mother, I believe last year, and his family have been close friends of mine, and I know of Commissioner Garcia as well. I want to ask Sergeant Cuevas with the Deputies Union to come up and say a few words on behalf of his members.
Thank you, Sheriff, Commissioner, Fourth Chief. I want to let the community know that Sheriff's Office family is heartbroken, devastated about what's transpired. But like Deputy Dhaliwal, who was a great man, we're going to continue to strive and do the best we can and continue to support and protect the citizens of Harris County. This is a very trying time. It's very tough on us, but we're going to continue to do our job. So thank you.
And again, I said he had a personal relationship, and the history is not lost on us that he was the first member of the Sikh community to be recruited into the Sheriff's Office, and owe a lot to then Sheriff Garcia, now Commissioner Garcia. And again, I believe last year he went to Puerto Rico together in a mission to help support the Puerto Rican community. But Commissioner?
Thank you, Sheriff. On behalf of my family, on behalf of the citizens of Harris County and Precinct 2, we extend our thoughts and prayers and condolences to the Dhaliwal family, to the Sikh community as a whole, and to the Harris County Sheriff's Office family. This is a truly, truly tragic day. Death in such a horrific manner should never come to anyone. But it should never visit someone like Sandeep. This guy had a heart of gold. He treated his brothers and sisters in law enforcement as if they were just brothers and sisters. He thought of them before he thought of himself. He thought about the broader community before he thought of himself. This is the man who we've lost, but who will continue to live because, as the sheriff mentioned, he was a trailblazer. He was an example for many. As a result of Sandeep stepping forward to become the first Sikh deputy, we have others. And he became international news as well as nationwide news when he did so. We're very proud, and that memory will always remain with me. But as the sheriff also mentioned, we ask that you keep his family in prayer. It's been difficult enough just right now to be with the family, but he's got 3 children at home. And that will be a very, very trying event for anyone to try to comprehend and understand this. Again, on behalf of County Judge Lina Hidalgo, she was here earlier, but she wants to make sure that the thoughts and prayers of all of the citizens of Harris County are extended to the Harris County Sheriff's Office family as well. Thank you.
And so, again, he was out protecting the community. He suited up this morning, as he's done so many times over 10 years, to serve his community, saying goodbye to his children one last time, not knowing that he would not return. Our deputies, law enforcement officers, not only here but across the country, deserve to go home to their families. And it's important that we resolve any differences in the community, and anything that's going on, we need to support one another. And so again, we ask the community, as they've done so many times, to support us. They know we're out there working hard every day to keep our community safe. It's a dangerous job, and we never know when we're not going to return home. But today, one of our heroes paid the ultimate price to protect the Harris County community. We don't know the details of the traffic stop or anything like that, but this man should be alive today. Any questions?
How many other members of the Sikh community joined HCSO after?
We have several now that have joined since then. I don't know the exact number, but there's one of the members here that's very involved as well that's here. So several others. It's a transition because it's not a traditional profession that sometimes many seek, and it's one that we have tried to recruit and support. And Dhaliwal was a trailblazer because there is a bit of a culture shock coming into a new agency. But again, then Sheriff Garcia was really, forward thinking at the time, 10 years ago, to bring him on board, and he's been a leader. But beyond that, beyond his background or anything, he truly loved serving the community. Like I said, during Hurricane Harvey, I was personally there with him. We posted on social media when he brought members from across the country because of his leadership to help serve the local Houston community. He was always looking to serve others, and a smile on his face all the time, beloved by many. This room is a microcosm of our community. You have every possible deputy, ethnicity, everybody there gathered in support of our fallen hero.
Sheriff, I understand that you walked away from the career to be a public servant. Can you talk to us about sort of, him personally, that kind of sacrifice that you gave up to be with you guys?
Yeah, if you want to talk, because you knew him back when you recruited him.
Sandeep was actually an entrepreneur. He had a very, very lucrative business. But when he knew that the Harris County Sheriff's Office needed someone like him to build bridges between the Sikh community and the Sheriff's Office because of a mishap that had happened prior, Sandeep looked to his father. There's a story that they always tell me. Looked to his father, who's here with us today, and asked for permission. Said, Dad, I've always wanted to be a police officer. So he got his father's permission to sell his business, very lucrative business, to take the lowest possible pay structure within the Harris County Sheriff's Office as a detention officer, and then work his way into the deputy rank. But he could have made a lot of money as an entrepreneur.
What type of business do you say?
A trucking business, I believe.
Sheriff Pete, what's the age of the children? ¿Cuántos años tenía el oficial?
41 años. I'm told he was 41 years of age. We'll confirm that, but early 40s. Sandeep, Sandeep, Dhaliwal, Dhaliwal.
Sheriff, this is a tragic situation. What's next for the Sheriff's Office?
At this time, it's just to compose ourselves, comfort one another. We gathered in prayer, because it's the right thing to do. Just comfort one another. The logistics, we'll be providing a cordon of honor as we leave here, heading to the medical examiner's office to give him the respect that he deserves as a line of duty death. And we're just going to continue to support the family and see what their needs are, and then obviously be respectful of the family to see what their wishes are in terms of how to pay our final respects and all of that. We've got our chaplain and all of that in place. And then the second half is the coordination of the criminal investigation as well.
Hasta el momento quisiéramos saber que nos dijera el sospechoso. ¿Esta persona está seguro que él fue el que disparó, el que jaló el gatillo?
Cada persona, nunca decimos que estamos seguros porque tiene el derecho, por más que nos molesta, tiene un derecho a un juicio. Entonces dejaremos que la evidencia y la información que tenemos nos lleve, pero estamos seguros que tenemos el sospechoso responsable por esto, de que hizo esto. Entonces,
¿sabemos su etnicidad? ¿Es hispano?
Me han dicho que es un hombre hispano, pero no puedo confirmar porque yo no estoy en la escena. All I know right now about the potential suspect, and I don't want to jeopardize our investigation. I'm not out at the scene. Is that he's a Hispanic male that shot our deputy.
Sheriff, I'm told there's a second car at that location where the suspect was picked up, a black Lincoln. Do you know if that's connected?
I'm not sure. I think he was located at a retail store nearby, so I don't know what the movement was post-shooting and how he fled. I really don't know that. We're trying to coordinate that, but they're obviously focused on a scene investigation, and we're very methodical in making sure we get the job done. Having been a homicide investigator myself and been on the other side of these investigations, I can tell you that we have the best in the business in the Sheriff's Office that are out there right now. We have command staff that's out there, so we know that it's in good hands. So we're just trying to get the preliminary information. They're working that scene. As soon as we know more details, we'll be able to share that with you.
Sure. Did any of the suspects, did they have some warrants or something that they would provide some rationale for doing?
I don't know
that?
motive at this time, other than it was a routine traffic stop. Not a routine, I shouldn't say none are routine. It was a traffic stop. The reason for the stop or why this individual would act in this manner, it's unknown at this time.
Sheriff, you said he had 3 children, you know, the age range on those?
School-age children. I'm not exactly sure. I think the oldest one may be early teens. The rest were younger children.
¿El oficial portaba su turbante normalmente?
Típicamente siempre. Yeah, he was asking me if he was wearing his turban. Just about every time I saw him, he was. Yeah, he did. So I'm sure he did. Yeah, he actually, I'm sorry, correction. I saw him. He did have it on.
He didn't? Or
He did.
Sheriff, what's your message to the public?
Just again, just heartbroken. You know, to lose a hero, a leader, a public servant in this violent, tragic manner is just. There's just no words to convey our pain, our heartbreak, our anger as well. You know, we're human beings, but we're going to channel that to continue to serve in the way that Deputy Dhaliwal did. You know, with integrity, with respect, with pride. That's what it's all about. You know, our patch says the Harris County Sheriff's Office is the pride of Texas, and that's something that we try to live to every single day out in serving the community. You all know that we're very involved. We're always out there. That's how he served. That's what he exemplified, and that's what we're going to continue to do. That we continue to live in his honor and to make sure that his death is never in vain. We're going to continue the fight and be that line that's always protecting the community 24/7.
Esta pregunta es para el señor Adrián García y quisiera que lo dijera en español. Hace unos momentos usted nos acababa de decir de que cuando usted lo contrató por la religión, usted pensaba que este oficial quizás iba a ser objeto de odio, de ataques, de lo que llamamos bullying. ¿Qué significó para usted hacer la diferencia y contratar a este oficial por primera vez de miembro de esta religión?
Pues cuando desarrollamos la política que le dio permiso para usar su turban, yo hablé con él para decirle que aunque tenemos la política, que no se tiene que sentir obligado para hacerlo, pero si lo desea de ser, va a tener el permiso y el apoyo. Pero también hablamos del riesgo, del odio que existe, la ignorancia que existe en nuestra comunidad, desafortunadamente. Y yo le dije, por favor, nomás quiero que entiendas eso. Y si lo vas a hacer, que por favor siempre tomas todas las precauciones necesarias. Y él me dijo, sin duda, lo quiero hacer, porque esto es lo que yo soy. Y yo quiero mostrar que el departamento es un departamento único, un departamento que llega a apreciar y apoyar una diversidad, y por eso lo quiero hacer. Y aparte de eso, yo siempre voy a tomar mi entrenamiento en cuenta y voy a hacer todo posible para protegerme en cualquier momento. Y 10 años cumplió. Y por 10 años fue un súper ejemplo del departamento del alguacil del condado.
We're going to have to wrap up at this point. As I mentioned, the next steps are for us to begin our formal escort, our cordon of honor, both here and at the medical examiner's office. So we're gonna be out here already. But again, thank you all for being here with us and also for conveying the information to the community. Thank you. Yeah, it's just where we stand in an escort, in honor, in attention, and then make sure that he gets brought down and escorted, with all of us standing at his attention, and then we escort him to the hospital, to the medical examiner's office, and then we'll be waiting for him similarly on the other end.
And I know you don't want to focus on how he died, but you used the word ambush style.
Yeah.
That has to make you
Very furious, yeah, because he didn't even have a chance. It's my understanding that he didn't even get a chance to unholster his weapon. I mean, this person just, in a cold-blooded, calculated, way, just ambushed him from behind and didn't have a chance from what it appears. And so, again, we'll let all that work its way out. At this point, though, it's just dealing with the mixed emotions that we have right now. Thank you all very much.